in Norman. So to 197 we go, and Dustin Plott's high school teammate at Tuttle High School, that's Luke Surber. He's already on the mat. And here comes Oklahoma's Bradley Hill.
And Luke Surber has still not claimed All-American awards. He's good enough, and he's dangerous, and he comes to wrestle. He's another guy that struggled with injuries, but this kid can wrestle. A couple of seasons ago, he moved up to heavyweight. This is interesting. So Missouri was winning the tournaments, the finals. It's the last bout of the night, and he's got to wrestle who? Wyatt Hendrickson at heavyweight, and he's a peanut. And OU's in second place. Iowa State in third. The Cowboys uncharacteristically in fourth. And the only way the Cowboys can pass OU for second is if Luke Surber pins Wyatt Hendrickson, which ain't going to happen until he comes out, shoots a fireman, puts him right on his back. And I thought I was going to wet my pants. And fortunately, Hendrickson, being a beast, got him off and went to town. But Luke Surber can wrestle, and he is fearless.
And David Taylor said, you know, he may be the guy who has improved the most since the coaching staff arrived. He was coming off shoulder surgery and said he was ready to go as soon as he was healthy, got right after it, and here he is, ranked number 10 in the country. Fifth year at Oklahoma State, three-time NCAA qualifier. Bradley Hill out there for the Sooners, the Iowa transfer. He was an NCAA qualifier at heavyweight last year. So both of these guys have wrestled up a weight prior to this in their career. And the initial three will go to Surber.
And Surber can wrestle on top as well. He's tough. Some boots to a cradle. Throw some tilts in there. So this is going to be out of the frying pan into the fire because Luke Surber, a decided favorite, and at the next weight class, scary.
Wyatt Hendrickson, national championship contender, ranked number 3 in the country for Oklahoma State. And Juan Mora, who's ranked number 21 for Oklahoma. That'll be our final bout of the night.
And Juan Mora has wrestled extremely well, extremely aggressively, but he's in with a whole different type of animal. It's interesting because you have two NCAA champions at this weight class ahead of Wyatt Hendrickson. And coming into this year, Kurt Fleet from Penn State has controlled Wyatt Hendrickson, and Gable Stevens is a whole different level as an Olympic champion. But with the progress I'm seeing with Wyatt Hendrickson, I'm telling you, he can go with both of those guys. He will be capable of winning a championship. I'm not saying he's better. I'm not saying I'd bet on him. But he is closing the gap big time.
How about the team race nationally, Coach, where Penn State, certainly the favorite to win again. Iowa is better, but this Oklahoma State team has gotten immensely better quickly.
Yeah, when you talk about the team race, we're talking about the race for second. Okay, because
unless something unforeseen happens
like
between
a tornado?
now and then. No.
Hurricane?
Well, I mean, yeah, either of those things, but you know.
Well, here's the deal. Barring injury, it just isn't going to happen. Little premature for the Cowboys, but as they continue building their arsenal of competitors, they are going to win a national championship, and they're going to win it within the next few years. Whether they can become a better program than Penn State, that's awful tough to do. I'll give you an example, and it's at 197, right? So they had a high school kid, Connor Miller-Shoa, who beat Max Dean, national champion from Penn State, and then he comes to college. Well, they just brought in another true freshman who just majored him. And this is how good they are at most every weight. They were very weak at 118. They brought in a true freshman who has already beaten an NCAA champion. And so they are just so loaded that barring injury, I just don't see it happening. And it's not just talent. Penn State does everything right. And from what I see of Coach Taylor, he's doing everything right too. So we're in the golden era of wrestling.
Escape here for Bradley Hill the ability for young wrestlers to wrestle at a high level so early in their careers with wrestling clubs around a lot of these universities has just really picked up the pace on their development.
There are 2 high school kids that are seniors in Pennsylvania. Both of them beaten NCAA champions.
It's crazy.
Both of them are looking at Oklahoma State, probably Oklahoma State, Ohio State, and Iowa. And probably not Penn State just because they have so many national champions there already.
Minute to go here in period 2. Luke Surber and Bradley Hill. Minute 50 of riding time for Surber and a 3-1 lead at the midway mark of this bout.
Yeah, Luke Surber could be a little more aggressive here. He's got a lot of skills, and he's dangerous. But Bradley Hill battling valiantly, just don't know has enough tools.
Final 10 seconds here. Luke Surber, really so interesting that his best season, when you look at it, was that year when he was the heavyweight at 2021, 2022, when he wrestled Wyatt Hendrickson. Now, Wyatt Hendrickson, we're going to see him in the final bout. He's an Air Force transfer. Air Force, an affiliate member of the Big 12. So he was wrestling in the Big 12 championship against this guy, Luke Surber, at heavyweight in 2022.
And he's shrunk down, and since leaving the Air Force, Wyatt Hendrickson's put on another 20, 30 pounds, so all the more formidable.
Yeah, he is a beast. We're going to see him in the final bout.
And his nickname? Sir. I just gave it to him.
Bradley Hill, unable to muster much so far against Surber, but he is still in the bout. Surber has a minute 30 of riding time, and Hill was unable to eradicate very much of that. So it's a minute 29 riding time, and with the escape, a 4-1 lead for Surber.
No, Bradley Hill, he's not flashy. He's not, but he keeps wrestling. Nice stutters by Surber. Well, it's gotten a little sleepy in the latter weights, maybe because the meet is over, but it's sleepy dominance on the part of the Cowboys.
It's a good way to put it. Oklahoma State controlling things at 184, for the most part at 174, and definitely at 165. It was competitive early. 133 was close until Whitcraft from behind got the pin. And then Schwartz and Jamison was fairly competitive at 141.
Yep. And they just took it away. This is a very busy team, and I love it.
Riding time is now secure for Surber. So 8-2 is his lead with 20 seconds left. And he's got the potential to get a takedown late and secure bonus points. Out of the circle they go. 12 seconds left, so 8-2 would be the score when you tack on the riding time.
Is he going to take another shot? I say yes.
That has been the case for Oklahoma State all night in these situations. Late in matches, they've continued to be the aggressor, but maybe not here for Surber. He will just comfortably win 8-2.
Luke, don't make me a liar, my friend. Well, a nice controlled victory on the part of Luke Surber.
So 30-3 now, the dual score, with the Cowboys having long since put this one away. And Luke Surber, the number 10 ranked wrestler in the country, posts another victory for the Cowboys. He is now 11-1 on the